This is the only frog in the world that can freeze itself to death and then come back to life. No, this isn't some weird voodoo magic. It's science. And it turns out there's a lot of us humans who wish we could do this too. When winter hits, this little guy makes itself a popsicle. It freezes 2/3 of the water in its body. That's not poetic exaggeration. Ice crystals actually form in its body cavity and even between its muscles. At that point, it's no longer a frog doing a magic trick. It's just a lifeless chunk of ice with legs. And here's how it works. As temperatures drop, the frog's heart beats slower and slower until it stops beating altogether. And since it can't breathe underwater, it has to come up for air. But as soon as it does, it runs the risk of freezing. So to prevent that, its liver pumps out glucose, a type of sugar that floods its cells and acts like a cryoprotectant. This sugary syrup raises the melting point of the water in its cells, allowing them to survive the freeze. In other words, this little frog is turning itself into an ice cube with a little help from Mother Nature. The ice forms outside the cells first, which gives the liver time to pump out all that glucose. Then the ice spreads throughout the rest of the body and the frog becomes a frozen statue. But then spring arrives, the sun shines, the temperature rises, and the frog thaws. And just like that, its heart starts beating again. It takes a few minutes to get its bearings, but then it hops off like nothing happened. Now this incredible adaptation allows the Alaskan wood frog to live where no other frog can, in the extremely cold northern climates of Alaska. In fact, it's been found as far north as Denali, the highest peak in North America. There it can survive temperatures as low as -22 degrees Fahrenheit, or -30 degrees Celsius. To survive the winter, most frogs hibernate underwater. They find a nice cozy spot at the bottom of a lake or pond, slow their metabolism down and ride out the cold until spring. But the Alaskan wood frog doesn't do things like most frogs. When it gets too cold, it heads up to the forest floor, burrows into leaf litter and freezes on land where it's even colder than underwater. And scientists think this little frog might hold the key to helping humans one day. By studying the Alaskan wood frog, scientists are learning more about cryopreservation, which could help preserve human organs for longer periods of time or even help astronauts survive long journeys through outer space. It's amazing to think that something as simple as a sugar solution could allow a frog to freeze itself to death and then come back to life. But the Alaskan wood frog has been doing it for thousands of years. So maybe we should take a lesson from the frogs and embrace the ice. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Please subscribe.